Donald Trump's victory surprised many longtime political observers and scholars.
Here is Kiesha Phillips in Studio B with the outcome and more.
Thank you for joining me today. This election was one of the most controversial elections to go down in history. Why do you think Donald Trump won and Hillary Clinton lost? She was obviously highly favored in the election. What happened?
Well, in a normal election, people vote by political party. And also, there's been two Democratic presidents in a row, so it's very difficult for any president of any party to win a third time. Now, Barack Obama wasn't running again, but another Democrat was. So it was looked at by most people as a continuation of the Democratic Party in the White House. And historically, people want change at that point. So as a normal election, it was the Republicans' party to lose. Now, that said, Donald Trump was not a particularly good candidate. He wasn't supported by the party establishment. He basically won the primary in a hostile takeover. And then he ran a fairly clumsy campaign. So why it's surprising is that how a candidate of that sort of low quality actually won. And the election results look like it was about race and education. The white vote came out very strongly for Donald Trump, in particular lower education white men, lower education women, and even college educated men supported Donald Trump. The only white group that's supported Hillary Clinton at any margin was white women with a college education. And it wasn't enough to sort of overcome the huge deficits among white men with lower education and white women with lower education. And the minority vote came out very heavily for Clinton, but it wasn't enough to overcome the 70% of the electorate that happens to be white.
What do you think led to this?
Well, I mean, I think the results say that this is about race and education. So primarily it's about race. If it's about race and education, that's not terribly unusual. So most American elections are, in fact, about race. It's just that the Democrats have had the larger numbers on their side in that question in the past years. The reason it's surprising is that the polls were wrong, and so that's actually a big deal. That usually poll takers ask how people are going to vote. They try to get a random sample and a good estimate. They have lots of ways to try to make that more accurate, and they've been actually very accurate over the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years or so, but they were wrong this time.
Professor Martin Seiss, a political science professor here at CSUN. Back to you in the studio.